Hey, Joe Pal Fernbark, and since everybody and their brother purchased a case of meal cold weathers, I thought I better bust out a video real quick once before I was left in the lurch. So today I'm going to eat this meal cold weather. It's the, I can't remember anything, Seafood Chowder. And I've actually wanted to try this thing for a while, so I was pretty excited when I got it. Let's bust it open and see what's inside. I'm literally too cold to jack around with trying to mess with that peelable seal. We're just going to whip right into this baby and see what we got. Wow. Well, this is pretty exciting for me because there's quite a few items here I've never had before. I think I've had the tropical punch, but I've never seen ramen in a ration before. Here's our seafood chowder, which is a Mountain House product. But you can't buy seafood chowder from Mountain House. It only comes in the milled cold weather. I have not had the vegetable cracker before, but I heard they're really good, so that'll be fun. It's got a TFF fudge brownie, and I don't think I've had that before either. Now, here's the interesting thing. I have a cracker, but nothing to put on it, but I'm going to guess that I'll be using that with the seafood chowder, maybe as a topping or to scoop with. We'll find out. The accessory pack has a lot of the usual suspects, like your TP, moist towelette, matches, a couple of gums, a sugar, a creamer. I have not seen Bill's Brew instant coffee before, so I'm looking forward to trying that. And there's a little bit of hot sauce, which I'll have to decide if I want to try that or not. I probably will. What's in the clam chowder? I'm trying to angle this so you can read it. It's cooked clams, clam juice, potatoes, cream, onions, and other bits and pieces. So let's give this a rip open. Oh, I bet you there's no way I'm going to do this on camera. All right, we're going to see if my Kung Fu grip is Kung Fu-y. Oh, it's not. I'm going to have to go to the knife. Yeah, no, there's no way. Wow, that's a good seal. I screwed up when I tried to rip the top off. It just tore right down the side. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to rehydrate this in this bag or not. Probably not. But that's what she looks like in its dry state. I've gone ahead and moved everything into a Packet Gourmet pouch, which I can seal up and put in there. I have the thing that, but that's what it looks like. I don't know how I'm going to get. It says add 16 ounces. I'm probably going to add 12, maybe 13 or 14. They always tell you to put too much in, but it's a chowder, so if it's soupy, it's okay, but I'm putting 12 in. Right, here's our soup noodles, ramen, instant chicken flavor. Let's see if I can rip this tab open without screwing it up. Huzzah! I'm pretty jacked about that. It's small achievements in my life. I'm so happy I opened a package. Right, here we are. Here's a look at the insides. I'm trying to angle this so that the light shows in a little bit better. Do some zoom for you guys. There's peas. It's actually some pretty decent looking ramen. All right, let's have a look-see at this fudge brownie. Ooh, that's got some calories to it, don't it? That tears open nicely. You know, this brownie's kind of looking like something I've had before, maybe. Like a lot. Hang on. I think I had a brownie that looked a lot like this in a Canadian ration. Well, we don't need that at all. Oh, you know what? I had a brownie that looked like this in a British ration. That is one dense brownie. Wow. That needs a scoop of ice cream, don't it? Except for it's meal cold weather. I just took a bite of that brownie. Nobody is trading this brownie. Well, this should be fairly predictable, but let's have a look-see anyway. Oh, there's a little bit of a hisseroo. Oh, I'm going to bust these things. Hang on. This is so hard to do on camera, you guys have no idea. Here's what she looks like. I kind of busted up one real bad, but this one held together. They got a little bit some kind of like red flecks or something on there. I'm going to taste one real quick. This is way better than like a normal MRE cracker. There must be more shortening in there or something. It tastes a lot like a cracker you would buy in the store, and I can't think of the name brand, but I've had it, and I just am dying to think of the name, and I can't think of it, but it tastes just like something you would buy. So I got my U.S. canteen cup and my U.S. Arctic canteen cup heating up over the old Solo bonfire. Oh man, it's so nice right next to this thing. You get about 12 feet away and then you're like instantly cold and then you're running back here. All right, the water's not boiling, but I got bubbles forming on the side, so I think we're good to go to make. Okay, cowboys and cowgirls, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and use my MRE spoon to give a little bit of a stir. I did taste a little bit of this when it was in its dry form. It's remarkably creamy. So we'll go ahead and put that in a place where it will stay warm, and we'll revisit it in a little bit. All right, this one's going to be a little trickier because this hole is really tiny. And my goal is to use 2/3 of this for the ramen and then the remaining 1/3 for my coffee. What are we doing here? A little bit more, eh? All right, that's it for this. I'm going to put this in the same, my Packet Gourmet koozie to let it stay warm for about, what does it say? I should have actually read this, eh? 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and give this a shaky shake. We'll revisit this in 5 minutes. All right, we're going to take a look at the Bill's Brew coffee. This is a really tiny pouch. Tear here. It's dark. Wow. I'll tell you, one thing the Americans can learn from our northern brothers is a proper napkin in the coffee or in the ration instead of a wet nap. That is like about useless, except for at the very end. Wow, no joke. That's really good. I'm going to go ahead and put the creamer in it. It's pretty good by itself. Let's see how it goes with a little bit of creamer in there. But that is one of the better freeze-dried coffees I've had in a long time. Oh, there we are. I'm not putting any sugar in there because I just don't like my coffee that sweet. But I do like it white. God, I'm splashing everywhere. That is really good. I probably could have used a little bit less water in there and would have been absolutely perfect. But yeah, the flavor is fantastic. Not the nasty freeze-dried fakey flavor you usually get with a freeze-dried coffee. It was really good. Here we are with this chowder and its awesome goodness. It looks pretty good. I mean, it just looks like regular soup. Let's give her a taste. When you pop this open, it smells like clam chowder. It's a really heavy smell of clams. I don't know about seafood or anything, but it's just really clam smelling. Let's give this a taste. I think I got the water right. It's nice and thick the way I like it. Wow. That's so good. Now, if you don't like seafood, you're not going to like this, but this just tastes like a very average clam chowder. It's even really buttery tasting. It's kind of amazing. All right, let's see if I can give you guys a good look at this. It's really got... That's not a good look. Let's see if I can give you guys a good look at this. There's really good potatoes and clams and lots of good stuff in here. And my neighbors are driving by. I had to move this into a more photographically friendly container. I mixed the crackers in. And I gotta say, having tasted this, it's seasoned perfectly. There's a little bit of a pepper flavor in there. It doesn't need any salt. I mean, it's just absolutely great. I have no idea why the U.S. or why Mountain House doesn't sell the chowder to the public unless it's just ridiculously expensive and no one would buy it at the price that they would have to charge the normal person that the government is willing to pay. But it's really good. It's so buttery. It's actually been about 30 minutes since I put this in the water in here. Oh, wow. It's absorbed it all. Look at that. No. Oh, wow, that is a lot of noodles. I was not expecting this many noodles. Look at that. But on a side note, I was going to finish up my commentary on that chowder. Once you put those crackers in there, man alive, it just makes it awesome. But look at these noodles. Those are looking fantastic. Really rehydrated. So here's a really nice touch. The noodles are not like you find in a package where they're like a big long noodle. They're already cut up, so when you put them on your MRE spoon, it's not too many noodles. You can put a mouthful in your mouth without it being annoying. These are super good. It's just like you took a regular bag of ramen and you pinched out 90% of the seasoning salt and made it that way. It's not salty at all. It just has kind of a really mild chicken flavor. I absolutely love it because I usually find regular ramen just way too salty. The little bits of carrots and peas in here, they could have probably like tripled the carrots and peas, and it would have been just stunning. This is so good. I was going to try out the hot sauce on the chowder, but I got to... Oh shoot, I totally missed my spoon. This is what happens when you do shit on camera. Give it a little taste test. Ooh, wow. Oh, no joke. That hot sauce was a real tongue ripper. I'm going to go ahead and eat the rest of this delicious brownie and hope it calms my tongue down. By the way, this thing is fantastic. It is so chocolatey. Wow, I totally forgot I made this fruit punch off. I set it off to the side. I've had this before. I had it with the beef ribs or beefs or barbecue something. I just remember it being sickeningly sweet. Let's give it a go. It's a little better this time. I think it's because I put way more water in it. It's actually pretty tasty. I'm going to have to say that that chowder ration is probably one of the top 3 I've tried out of all the rations I've tried. Not that I have an extensive catalog to base that on, but it was fantastic. Everything in there was delicious. The only thing that was like a little not awesome was the fact that the clams did not fully rehydrate perfectly, which I honestly did not expect them to. They were way better than I thought they were going to be. But if you had to nitpick something, that would be it. Anyhow, thanks for hanging in there and watching.